Hello and welcome back to my blog, Essays on the Constitution of the United States, Part 14, Cassius 10, Part 2. In regard to the equal administration of justice in all the states, a rattle-brained anti-federalist in the last Massachusetts Gazette, under the signature of Agrippa, has asserted that the inequality of the administration of justice throughout the states was a favorite argument in support of the new Constitution, an assertion founded on as impudent and barefaced a falsehood as ever was uttered, for the very reverse is the case. The equality of the administration of justice in the different states has ever been dwelt upon as recommendatory of the new plan of government. I am induced to think that Agrippa is non compos, and this might proceed from his close application to study, while the library of a celebrated university was under his care. He seems to be one of those whom Pope describes when he says, "Some are bewildered in the maze of schools," etc. I hope my readers will forgive this digression when they consider that such scandalous lies, absurdities, and misrepresentations as the productions of Agrippa, that political Quixote, abound with, may have a tendency to prejudice the minds of the misinformed against the new Constitution, unless they are properly noticed. Section 2 of Article 3 provides, among other things, that the trial of all crimes, except in cases of impeachment, shall be by jury, and such trial shall be held in the state where the crime shall have been committed. But when not committed within any state, the trial shall be at such place or places as Congress may, by law, have directed. It has been frequently asserted that the new Constitution deprived the subject of the right of trial by jury. On what grounds such an assertion could be founded is to me a mystery. For the Constitution expressly says that the trial shall be by jury except in cases of impeachment. In our own state, if a civil officer is impeached, he will not be tried by a jury, but by that branch of our legislature styled the Senate. Tired, no doubt, with a repetition of arguments upon parts of the Constitution which did not appear quite plain till investigated and rightly construed, the anti-federalists have taken upon them to assert things which the proposed system does not afford them the least grounds for. Presumptuous, indeed, must they be in the highest degree if they suppose any will be so blind as to listen to the most palpable falsehoods uttered by them. Their conduct seems to evince that they harbor sentiments similar to those of the Romish priests, in countries where the common people have scarcely any knowledge of things wherein their interests are inseparably connected, and imbibe their principles wholly from what the priests think proper to inform them. But such artifices will not avail to practice upon the inhabitants of America, for here almost all have some knowledge of government, derived from their own study and experience, and very few are so stupidly ignorant as to believe all that is circulated by minions and miscreants. Section 3 of Article 3 provides that Congress shall have power to declare the punishment of treason, but no attainder of treason shall work corruption of blood or forfeiture except during the life of the person attainted. This section is truly Republican in every sense of the expression, and is of itself fully adequate to proving that the members of the Federal Convention were actuated by principles the most liberal and free. This single section alone is sufficient to enroll their proceedings on the records of immortal fame. Contrast this section with the laws of England in regard to treason, and notwithstanding the boasted rights of the subject in that isle, we shall find our own in this, as well as almost every other particular, far to exceed them. Section 1 of Article 4 says, full faith and credit shall be given in each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state. The benefit to be derived from such a regulation must be great, especially to those who are sometimes obliged to have recourse to law for the settlement of their affairs. Section 2 of Article 4 provides that the citizens of each state shall be entitled to all the privileges and immunities of citizens in the several states. This section must also be a source of much advantage to the inhabitants of the different states who may have business to transact in various parts of the continent, as being equally entitled to the rights of citizenship in one as well as another. They will find less difficulty in pursuing their various concerns than if it were otherwise. In the same article, Section 3, it is provided that new states may be admitted into the Union, but no new state shall be formed or erected within the jurisdiction of any other state, nor any states be formed by the sanction of two or more states, or parts of states, without the consent of the legislatures of the states concerned, as well as of Congress. This section can be opposed by none who have the peace and happiness of the states at heart. For by this section the designs of those who wish to effect the disunion of the states in order to get themselves established in posts of honor and profit are entirely defeated. The majority of the citizens of Massachusetts in particular will see the good effects to be derived from such a regulation. Cassius, to be continued. And that's his to be continued, and mine as well. As tomorrow, we'll have Cassius 11, Part 1. Make it a great day, and bye for now.